promise you, he just walked right off the stage. And I was like, dog, bro, like who's messing this up? Somebody's gonna get fired. Yeah, he lost the whole 2 keys. Bro, it was one of the, and I promise you, he just like walked off the stage. Like he just walked. Okay. And he was like, he just went like, and he just walked. And right after that, CeeLo Green came up and absolutely like brought the house down. So absolutely crazy. It was super crazy. Yeah, Doc. I was like, dang, bro. But on the bright side, I did have that moment where I was playing them drums. And big up CeeLo, bro. CeeLo is so cool, dude. Hold on, let me see if I can find the image real quick. Yeah, so it's me and my shorty. CeeLo is definitely, look at CeeLo. Look at CeeLo. Yep, right here. Yep, right here. Yeah. I was like, dang, this is crazy. Somebody was getting fired. So somebody was getting fired, Doc. CeeLo with the experience saved it. Bro, he sung crazy, dude. He sung crazy. Yeah. CeeLo just kind of remind me of like that one cool uncle. His son sounds just like him. So, yeah, still doing feedback. We only got we got two people who skipped. Perfect. Yes. But yeah, man, still feedback today. But yeah, that was basically the last day. I literally went to Miami for one day and came right back to Central Florida. Right back to Tampa, right back to Central Florida. So, yeah, but today is Feedback Friday. I'm doing feedback for as long as I possibly can, as my body allows, because I wanted to connect to you guys. Really, really bad show. We got roughly, we got a few more submissions. Praise God. Praise Jah in the moonlight. Praise Jah. Where's Jah? All right, let me stop playing. All right, so first submission of the stream, Just Call Me D, submitted something, and he says here in Kahoot, oldie, made this a year ago, low-key wish I stuck with developing this style. Anyways, thoughts, opinions, greatly appreciated. Thank you, brother. All love. Let's go. I'm curious to see what's going on here. We got Just Call Me D. Just call me D for the one time. Let's go. Gonna play it.
It feels right. You say it'll feel right. What doesn't feel right? I'll change, I'll be better, I'll be different, just so it feels right.
Hello, Judy. This is Kaelin Ellis. Well, hello there. I just called to explain what you're doing at my house last night. At your house? Yes. I was helping you with this geometry. I do hope that you aren't jealous. Gwendolyn, I assure you that I am not a jealous woman. I assure you that I have complete and fanatic trust in him. Besides, I know he would look at another woman. Oh, well, that's fine. Just tell me one thing. What's that? Exactly what time did he leave your house?
It feels right.
said, thoughts, opinions greatly appreciated. I really love this idea. I love the direction. You said, low key, I wish I stuck with developing the style. I don't see why you wouldn't. Like, you got something that actually is like pretty killer here. And I'm not just saying it just because I really enjoyed what you made. I'm saying it because the idea of utilizing your voice and the ideas that you want to, like, using your voice to be able to build around it. It's like you created that this environment around your voice, and your voice has a really great tone to it, bro. You should lean in to building more things around the ways that you sing. Silver Rose says it feels like an interlude. Low key, it felt like you could have like extended it one more like set and like put all the sounds and then drop it out. Especially towards the like in the beginning, like I thought it was gonna be just like, you know, the tones and the play straight and like chords, but like what I loved is that it led into this moment where your voice is having a space to kind of stay and, I don't know, kind of create this environment. And the environment you created is so like, I'm blanking on the name of the artist, but it's like, it's such a nod. It almost felt like the Clavier Work EP from James Blake. That was the only thing I could think of. I thought about I Mind by James Blake. That's a great record too. I'm trying to think, man. Yeah, I would honestly consider using this as a winning code because you have something. Yeah, it definitely gave like Clavier Work EP before James Blake did his like magnum opus self-titled project, because that was when everybody was, because it's funny because James Blake is just like us, but I love that your approach to your voice was to contort it and turn it into something other than what it was, which was your voice turning into this environmental approach that it felt very organic and very genuine. So please do more stuff like this. Just call me D. I need you to sing more. Up next, we got the one and only Silver Rose. And Silver Rose says here in quote, I've been listening to a lot of Erykah Badu as of late, specifically Baduism. That's a great project to start with. I wanted to make a beat inspired by it. Also, I made this because I wanted to start experimenting, making chords and melodies instead of samples, like how I usually do. I feel like I'm not too experienced with working chords and melodies, so I wanted to practice it. Don't know what to do with it, so it's fairly short. Maybe I'll extend eventually. Peace. Let's go, bro. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Silver Rose. Silver Rose.
We are the city.
Shout out to the one and only Silver Rose. So he said, I wanted to start experimenting, making chords and melodies instead of samples. I feel like I'm not too experienced with working with chords and melodies, so I wanted to practice it. So let me give you the greatest the greatest way to start off, because coming from it as an individual who used to primarily just sample a lot, I used to use, and when I say this in a very straightforward way. I use my imagination a lot when I make music. My imagination being, if I've ever sampled something, any record, any sample, any beat, anything that you have ever touched is now a notable reference for making a chord or a melody. And I'll give you this. If you know songs by their names, you can probably hum out the melody or voice out the melody. And I could hear in what you were doing that you were referencing the Baduism. And it's prevalent. But one thing that's going to also train your ear for chords and melodies is taking the very samples that you sample and reuse their melodies. Like literally take a sample and replay note for note each part. What's good, Melodic NG? The bells were inspired by Entile 63, hence the name. That's what I peeped too. I peeped that, bro. And I love the jazziness. I do hear that similarity, and I think that's the cool part. Because even Tyler was also at that time, he was referencing Roy Ayers a lot. If you listen to all of the individuals who Tyler references in his records, he is a massive Roy Ayers fan. Everybody knows everybody loves The Sunshine is a classic, right? But also when you hear like the bass, you hear the chords. The reason all those sounds and the chords sound the way they do is because in the late 90s, jazz music was slowly but surely being reacquainted to like hip hop. It was like jazz was starting to reinvent itself in a brand new way. A lot of rappers got their start from copying like the bebop records, the bebop jazz records. Like, especially here in Baduism. Baduism is like a slower, cooler version of like bebop. That's why her voice sounds the way it does on and On. If I if you take the drums and the bass and the chords out of it, it sounds like just straight jazz. It's because they're referencing jazz records. So if you want to improve your experience with chords and melodies, reference some classic records when you're making your melodies and your chords. Because the funniest part is, and I'm not saying that from like learn how to play. I'm telling you this because before I learned how to play a piano, I would specifically put a record, like a loop of a record. Let's say I liked, I don't know. Let's say I liked, what's the name of the, not Roy Ayers, Freddie Hubbard, Red Clay. A boo doo doo doo, a boo doo doo doo, a doo 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 doo. I have referenced that bass line in almost every single one of my beats when I first started. So I literally would draw out do 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 do, like literally draw in the MIDI as it was going. And so as I was making certain tracks, I would draw the melody of the bass line. Red Clay is a classic record, is a classic progressive jazz record. And the amount of times I've sampled my favorite records by like literally note for note, I drew it in to be able to come up with the idea. And so I never knew doing that for many years gave me the knowledge base I know for all this music. So you'd be surprised by the music you know. Like, you'll come up with your own stuff just referencing the things you like. So Silver Rose, lean into it, buddy. It sounds amazing. So shout out to Silver Rose. Ari Burns. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Ari Burns says, yo, I'm a producer based in Chicago. Chicago, man. I work with artists like Kai's Crusade and Brittany Carter. I love your work. Wait, hold on. Didn't you just drop? You just dropped a record with Brittany. Hold on. That's fire. I love your work. I just wanted to share a little sample for it with y'all. Let's go. Hold on. Now I'm curious. You just dropped a record with Brittany. Hold on. Right? Or is that somebody else? Hold on. Ari Burns, Brittany Carter. Oh, why did I put the A, not the E? Why did I do that? Yeah, I see here. I see. All right, this is gonna be tough. I'm excited. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Who? Quote, I don't think I've dropped any music with Brittany yet. Okay. Sheesh. Well, first off, we need it out now, ASAP. Because for one, I know how Brittany is. Brittany loves good pockets. She loves a good through line. And I hear it in your style of what you're accomplishing with the drum chops and then the sample. It does this thing. It starts to It's like this ball that starts to kind of do this, it's a pretty wild flip. So I love what you did here with the sample flip. And honestly, I'd be curious to know if you took those same drums and let's say you take the sample flip, right? I'd be curious to see if some homies would be down to play on top of that and see if she'd be down to rap on it. Cause you might be on to something with this. This is crazy, my girl baseline. I know. It's a crazy flip, especially with the drums doing their absolute moving wonders. I think that was probably one of my favorite parts of the beat. So, shout out to the one and only Ari Burns, man. Yeah, bro. I have a lot of that. Yes, we gonna need it, bro. Cause I know the next time I play a show with her, can you hit that skedaddly dat, K? Can you hit that skedaddly dat? And we have Kazi up next. Kazi says, track I produced and sung for on my upcoming project. Love to know what you think. Okay. Let's see what's going on. By the way, if everybody's curious to know what's going on, we are listening to beats submitted here live on Makers FM. This is Feedback Friday. And if you want to be able to have your track that we're listening to right now, we're listening to tracks submitted here live on Makers FM. You can submit to Skip the Line and have your track reviewed right now. Yeah, so we finna get to it. Hey. Let's go. Ha! All right. Let's go. Finna run this. We the One. Kazi did it. Hold on. Let me copy this. All right, so he said he's singing on this one. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Believe in you when everything will come through. Break spinning my mood, bringing my back in the groove. Word to Big Boo, word to Lil Rudy. Memory be the tool, memory be the source. Brain keep moving, word the first movement. Thing about rap, y'all, now you never lose it. The compound of the biggest, the hunger of the children, the hunger of you ain't never lived this mix with new ways of living. This ain't Kansas. Some days I wake up like I should just stick to Brandon. Then I find somebody way better than how I manage. This rap so needed, good hip hop, got me choosing hop. Pop finger on the vinyl, got me pulling up my sleeves. Look, ha, I been beaming, half my name is the sun, ha. Can look at us, you can tell we the.
So many people wanna see me falling. That's why I'm only focused on my calling. Straight to the top, that's what you see me on. Preach, I think I'm the only way to go, so we going up. The only way to go, so we going. We know we the one. You know we the one. We know we the one.
First off, watch out who you talking to. I'm the one, baby. First floor we walking through. I'm what they want. You can tell when I step in the room. I ain't done yet. I just started making my truth through any road I walk on. I'm spot on your girl in my arms with my charm like pom-pom shit. I don't need it. Breaking all these cycles like a vinyl. Don't repeat on my trajectory, especially protruding every ceiling. Even when they try to tell them off, they won't believe it. Keep the armor of the guards on the arms. It's no secret. I like my women thick in the waist with something peachy. Plus she multi-dimensional with beauty. She can teach me on my journey to success. Sometimes you can't reach me. It's the first path. A solitude when touching these altitudes. But you need more gratitude for what you have and what you ought to do, baby.
So many people wanna see me falling. That's why I'm only focused on my calling. Straight to the top, that's what you see me on. Preach, I think I'm the only way to go, so we going up. The only way to go, so we going. We know we the one. You know we the one. We know we the one. So many people wanna see me falling. That's why I'm only focused on my calling. Straight to the top, that's what you see me on. Preach, I think I'm the only way to go, so we going up. The only way to go, so we going. We know we the one. You know we the one. We know we the one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? He came through giving us the left, right, uppercut, straight jab. Dude, he said this is a track he produced and sung on for his upcoming project. Dude, this is really, really clean. This was a nice little 4-piece combo. It's the fact that, because here's the thing, right? People don't talk about like the production / artist combo when it's done the right way. And what I mean by that is when it's done the right way, you have this combination of a great bass line, okay? Off rip, if you're trying to have rap, if you're trying to have hip hop, give us a strong bass line. 2, give us some knocking drums. 3, the minimal musicianship that is happening in between those spaces. And then 4, as an MC, you are rapping, sir. The hook. Yeah, bro. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Y'all are. Kazi, this was clean. Is this a completed version? Because, like, obviously the audio clip ended at the end, and I'm only aware that it's going to end a little bit different for the project when it fully gets finished. But I love the bass line. It was like soulful. It was definitely, it felt like uplifting. I felt like I was being uplifted by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. You definitely hitting on something with this. I definitely appreciate it. I'm curious, what kind of mic are you using? What kind of mic and what kind of setup are you using? Are you recording like on Pro Tools, Ableton? Like what are you using to be able to create that record? And what are you using are you engineering all of it? Are you recording all of it? Because like it's sounding clean. Everything is sounding really clean and directly cut. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love what you did. I think specifically the only thing I would probably look towards is that snare, because the snare, don't get me wrong, sounds great, but it's like I feel like it's the snare kind of masks what could potentially be a great snare selection. The only reason I say is because it comes through a little bit thin as the track is going on, because that drum break, once that drum break comes in, it is carrying the rest of it. I just be curious about that snare. Like a rim, like a vintage, you know what I'm saying? Like you could take like a good little rim shot and just kind of like rim on that. And that would suffice any kind of area of sound and sonic. But like outside of that, the beat sounds crazy. The hook is clean and catchy. You definitely got a good winner here, sir. But just add that rim shot snare. Do that. So shout out to Kazi for the one time. Guys, man, we are having fun with the feedbacks today. Like what? First and foremost, this is Feedback Friday. And we're listening to everybody submit tracks to our Q slot system. And if you want to know what the Q slots are, it's a basic organized way of being able to go through what you guys submit to me live here on the stream and be able to listen to it and give honest feedback. And what I've listened to so far has been nothing short of excellent. Absolutely excellent. And so I kind of want to because relatively we do have a lot more skips sometimes. But what I'm going to do is, real quick, I'm going to grab a snack real quick. If y'all haven't grabbed yourself a snack, because we're relatively he made the beat and Ableton. Oh, praise God. Ableton guy. Then you good. You're good. Throw a little rim on that snare. But I'm going to grab a snack. I want to know what you guys are up to this Friday. I want to know what you guys are up to this time of the day. Like what is this Friday looking like for you? You guys just vibing out right now on Twitch, ready to cook up, ready to make some music. I think I might be making some music tonight because we don't have that many submissions. So I'm gonna grab some chips and we're gonna get right to it, because coming back from Miami, I just want to make some stuff and listen to it with you guys. So let's get to it. I haven't cooked up really in a while. I haven't really cooked up in a while, so hopefully we got enough time for that. But if you want, skip the line, skip the Q slot. We're gonna be doing feedback today. We're doing feedback. We're listening to submissions live here on the stream. Do not miss out on this. I will be right back with chips and a drink. I expect you to have chips and a drink before the end of the stream. So be right back. Yeah, I'm back at it. We back at it, yeah. All right, so tonight is Feedback Friday, and I got some almonds to be able to keep myself afloat. Tonight, it's gonna be a great snack, for one. Two, we have just listed 4 submissions here on Feedback Friday. Those of you guys who have submitted, it's been great. And I love having nights like these where we can just listen to music. And so if you find yourself anywhere curious to know how to become a part of it, cop a slot, skip the line. If you skip the line, you'll be able to gain access to not only just the Makers Club, but the entire Flip space to be able to submit music you want to be able to have feedback live here on the stream. So very excited. You cop a slot, you get access to a form. You fill out the form, let me know what you want me to hear, and then I will listen to it live on the stream. So with that, we finna get into it. We got 9 more left, y'all. We getting early in it. You know, y'all know we don't be getting to it early, but I like doing early kind of streams like this. Up first, Jay Boondock says, this beat is for an upcoming project. I want some critiques on how I should and or if it needs to be improved. Oh. All right, so guys, I'm gonna need your call. You guys are gonna help me figure out if how and or if it needs to be improved. Can y'all help me with that? Much love, my appreciations in advance. Let's go. Let's go. Full circle, 86 BPM. Let's get it. Shout out to Jay Boondocks. So he said, I want some critiques on how I should and or if it needs to be improved. Okay. I will say this beat can be improved. It can. I say that because sonically, your sounds are in a great space. How you're using them, great places, great environments. Where this beat can be improved on is Crash says, make the drums more bouncy and it's pressure. So I feel like specifically if we're talking about adding pressure, that kick drum was knocking. I don't know what you did, but what you did to the kick, solid. But I would honestly say crank up the chops. I would crank up the chops, and I'm actually kind of curious to see what would happen if, and I'm not sure what you use to be able to make that beat on, but if you could take that sample chop and if there's a filter applied to it, I would recommend cranking it. I would crank like whatever you crank up for your snare, like the chops should feel like they are in your face. the snare should feel like it's in your face, because the kick feels like it's in my face right now. That's how the kick feels. It should feel like all of the drums are right there. Everything should not feel like too low or anything. The snare and the chops, crank that up. 2, when you do a chop and you do a switch up, like your second half of the beat right here, like I'll say specifically this part, where did that switch up? Right here. It's gonna be after this part. Oh, wait a second. There we go. So specifically, your snare and them chops got to be turned up. When that second half comes, it's like when the switch does come, I feel like the sample chop and that snare need to be cranked if you're gonna go all the way down that rabbit hole. Especially if you're hitting 4 on the floor, you need your sounds and your sonics to be in the way. And I think about it from this perspective, right? Sometimes whenever I think about making beats, I don't think about making beats just from the sonics of it sounding good, but like if I want to listen back to it, if I want to listen back to the same beat, like, and I would actually give you this reference point. How I know if a beat is completed is if I listen back to it on how I normally listen to music. Think about whatever way you listen to your music. Maybe you listen to your music on your headphones. Maybe you like being in your car and making your music. Maybe you like being at the shop with your boys and they just put the music on a Bluetooth speaker and you just start rocking it. If it don't sound like it is ever so present that everything is there, and that can simply come with just turning what your elements are up. That's the old school way of getting into it. The old school way. Just if something's too low, crank it. Make it feel like you probably at the shop with your boys and they cutting hair and you play this and it's like, oh, okay, this is tight. Matter of fact, I'm not going to give out any ideas, but imagine going to a barbershop and you play your beats for the barbershop. We all get haircuts. Who's going to lie at a barbershop? They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to give you a haircut and tell you the truth. So, hey, crank that thing up and I think you'd be good. Crank the sample and the snare. And yeah, it just needs to be more felt because it's pretty low. Reference mixing a cheat code too. Exactly. Reference what you want that thing to sound like. I know a good reference specifically. If you look up anything from Nas and DJ Premier. Think about, Gangstar, bro. Peep Gangstar, bro. Gangstar was a great era for hip hop too. So I would reference like some records, like you want your snares to hit like this. I want the kick to sound like this song. Like I just want it to sound like my favorite music. Your music deserves it, okay? That's all I got to say. Up next, we have Quiet. He is amongst us. He says, what's good, makers? K and makers made this beat a couple of months ago. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Let's go.
Yeah. Who your friends are lying? Who your friends are lying? All these years, them other watch the show. Who your friends are lying? We act like we're lying.
Appreciate you.
Who your friends are lying? Who your friends are lying?
Wait, I gotta pause this real quick. Hold on. Let me do something real quick because now I got an idea. I got a whole idea. I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. Let me go 25, 26 and swap my out right here for Scarlett. That way I could be able to play what is happening at the same time. I wonder if that's possible. Can I do that? Is that possible? Oh, it is. Yes! Hold on real quick. I gotta play it one more time. One more time. Hold on. I can do effects on it.
Who your friends are lying, who your friends are lying.
I wanted to do that.
All they see is
I literally muted the beat just so I could do that.
who your friends
That's
are
why I paused it. Ooh.
Who your friends are lying, all they see is them all to watch the show. Who your friends are lying, we act like we're
Yes.
This is the
First and foremost, Jesus. Sarah Sonata said, would love to see a dancer freestyle. There's so many dope pockets. Bro, the amount of pockets that are in this track is crazy. I love hearing stuff like this because this is reminds me of like, you know what? Les Twins would actually be so perfect for it. I say Les Twins, man, any kind of like mid 2010s. Any mid 2010s, I honestly am kind of surprised we don't ever just put videos of just people dancing on top of our music. Like, and you know something? I have been really thinking about like how you guys submit these joints. And I'm like, bro, I would love to find visuals that not only just embody the music you guys made, but like it makes what y'all made even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about it all the time. Balmonk says, I want to reach dance communities with the music so badly. I think sometimes the best way to do it is like literally make something that references, not just references, but like you use the footage of your music on top of that and see what resonates. And I know a lot of the times that I make something for people, it always has this intention in mind. It's just where it's reaching is not where those people are. Sometimes you gotta go straight to Instagram and just take a video off of Instagram that reminds you of a certain track and just use that. Just use that thing. You know, I think about it all the time. So good work, bro. This was an experience, especially the chop. I'm curious, what did you sample for this? What did you sample, bro? What did you sample for this? Cause it feels like a Sierra kind of energy, but I'm not sure. It's like I don't know if it's SZA. It definitely feels like someone a little more mid R&B-ish. Yeah, like mid era 2000s R&B. Cause like it just, I don't know, it just feels dope. It just feels insane. So shout out to Quiet for the one time. Yeah. He said, hey, no sample snitching. Oh, we not sample snitching now? We not tell nobody what it is and what it is. He said, we ain't tell nobody what it is or what it is. I'm not saying isn't anymore. I'm saying, yeah. Tell you what it is, what it is. Up next, we have the one and only Louis C. Let's go. He said, upload it again because I fell asleep last time. I'm going to try and remix every week starting in January. Oh, we got a remix from the one and only Louis C. Let's go.
I knew I was about it. Way before venue was crowded. Way before Kevin pulled up with that reverend. I told him to level, go fuck on the feelings, don't nut on the face.
Mila J, go public.
Like trust me, I feel like the
Let's go.
Rock. You can depend on the stock. Watch, bitch, I got 10 in the pot. Prop. All of my limits could die. All of y'all niggas, all of my limits could die. Look at you timid as fucking, you holding me up and I'm trying to be Nicki Minaj. Rich as a bitch in the drop. Rich as a bitch, rich as my bitch on the side. Oh, I got more than you know. Oh, I got. Look, watch, spill out your soul in that closet. Don't question your passion. We flipped every fucker, we couldn't be asking. They got me so high that I look like I'm passive. Bitch, don't you know who you asking? Bitch, have you tutored the pastor? I know the root and the master. I know the coupe was a casket. I had that bitch looking like all that shit that I write in. That shit was so good that I passed it. Bust that shit straight out the plastic. Bitch, I ain't good, bitch, I'm crafted. I wanna piss on a rapper. I just got hookers and peppers. Niggas line up when I practice. I'm not a savage. I don't do shit just to do it. It's going precise as we planned it. I'm just a bandit. Plus, I might sharp as a tack or a guillotine right at your family. Keep it so candid. Knock it like she's in some candy. You down for this shit or you branded? Find a mechanic. Tell him I pay him in fabric. 3,500 in traffic. Nigga, I'm savage. I look more Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two with the handle. Nigga, I'm savage. Wait. Nigga, I'm savage. I look more Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two with the handle. Nigga, I'm savage. I look Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two with the handle. Nigga, bragging. Bitch, I might shoot at your camera. Bitch, I might shoot at your camera. Nigga, what's happening? Niggas won't piss on your grave. Bitch, I might piss on your family. Nigga, what's happening? Bitch, I might shoot at your camera. Bitch, I might shoot at your. Nigga, what's happening? I look more Cuban than Maverick. The metal, the two with the handle. Nigga, I'm savage.
That's so clean. Hold on, let me see what he said. Josh says getting Day-Day Pivot vibes from the hats. Honestly, it's between Day-Day Pivot and I remember when I got a chance to go and link up with Brockhampton before they broke up. There was a joint that they were working on and it sounded a lot like this. I could for sure hear Brock. If they were still together, I would for sure hear them on something like this. I love the mix. I love the idea. I love what you're doing. I love the approach. It has a very like somber approach, but also too, it feels like I don't know, it has this indie energy on top of it. I can't explain it better than that. It has this indie energy on it. I think it's probably because of the guitars. It's probably because of the bass. But I love the fact that he's playing on it. Louis C plays guitar and he plays bass. So to hear his like fingers touch the track the way it does, it just feels very organic and very honest. And he said, uploaded mine again because he fell asleep last time. So last time we had a submission from him and it wasn't there because now I learned he fell asleep last time. Aww. And that's okay. That's all right. It's all good. We're gonna be all good. But just know, if you fall asleep again, hold on, I gotta talk to you. If you fall asleep again, sir, I don't want to skip you again because you're really good at what you do and I want to share your gift with the world. Okay? I want to share your gift with the world. And we don't need you to fall asleep, sir. Nobody should be sleeping on Louis C. Okay? So, shout out to Louis C for the one time. Up next, we got Blacklist.wave. Blacklist.wave. That is the name. Let's see what's going on. Just feedback is appreciated. So I'm going to give you my honest feedback. Let's see what's going on. Let's go on.
Okay. Yeah. Niggas in my phone, so you finna make it. Nigga make what more cash? Say you wanna support, ain't bought my shit, but you'll get more breath for some ass. You ain't about action, don't be passive. Words get leaky, no fall shit. Hey, homie, you right? Man, shut your ass up. I don't even wanna talk need profits. Run it up. I'm the back and fast food hoe, not enough. Big sums, big funds, yeah, need it now. Nigga, Mike Brack, crash out, put the switch down. Texting like Mike, got the gloves out. Folks get cocky, getting real loud. You best with my money, that's a man down. Bitch, I'm ready to fight for the price now. How that sound? I gotta snap on you niggas, I think it's a game when you play with my benefit. The shit been the same, no ain't nothing changed. America, no, it was never great. Black and I'm angry, ready for war, take over the state and the capital. They're taking my wallet, potential profits, think we should burn out the ballroom. We got a problem, solve it, say that violence not the answer. Fuck 'em, meeny, mighty, mo, I'm choosing the problem. Bullets juggling your body, where is the father? Think you gon' need them, you got my dollars, you ain't gon' need it, though. Yeah, I'm on a roll, with a night scope, with a white throat. I could take your life, yeah, I might though. Run it up, right past you, man, give it up. Yeah, I need the masses, set it up. I need that house, man, build it up. I need the capital, I want capital.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'ma hold my breath just to see how long it would take for a racist to break. Always got some dumb shit to say. Where are my reparations? Where them you were the anchors? Don't get mad at me. You the ones that be taking. Bulgers, consuming the culture. Regurgitate bullshit, bogers. We need to focus. I need the Chucky, the toker. Knick-knack, rush back, but you need a tic-tac. I'm pump that, yeah, I need a big rack. War buck, big sack. Tell me where the money at. Paying the live. Bitch, give me my money back.
He wants his capital, guys. First off, that is really, really infectious. So secondly, he said he just wanted feedback. So honestly, I love how fun and quirky it sounds. I love the voice, the energy voice. And honestly, this is just my first time hearing your voice and the characters. Someone did mention in the chat a West Side Squidward, and I mean that with the highest compliments. The tone is catchy. It is very catchy. I will say a part of this record that I would love to see, because this is version 3, I would love to see more stacks of your voice, and not just give me that capital. I would love to hear your regular voice layered on top of the voice you're choosing. The reason is because with your actual voice and the give my capital and that capital, that tone can work if you layer your own personality on top of it. Because what makes something stand out is not the quirkiness. The quirkiness is a part of it. But where this will stand out is if you layer your regular tone, like I say stack, give it like 2 more layers of your regular voice and just pan those left and right for certain parts of the verses. And I guarantee you it will feel insanely more depth. It'll have way more depth to it. Certain words and phrases that you're saying will make it stand out more. It'll sound like not only just you and this character, but your actual person, because I need more capital. Like, who at this moment does not need more capital? Like, we need capital right now. I want capital. I need capital. Okay. I want more of it. And this track embodies what it feels like. It's like, I'm not putting down my hat until I get my capital. Okay. And so imagine it turning into this 100% stack of voices that are like, I need my capital. Like, take every possible voice that you currently have in your body, whether it is your actual person, and then like, bro, that's what I'm saying. He's cooking. He's absolutely cooking. And it's a really great idea. As soon as the beat started, I knew this was going to be on something interesting, and I think it works. I do think it works. It only needs depth from your voice, not anything else on the production end. Because the production is already doing the fun kind of boo, boo, boo. you need your voice. And here's the funniest part. You layering your voice, not just only on the hook, but do it on the verses too. It'll open you up. A good example of this is, what's the name of that one joint from Smino? And J. Cole on it. What's the name of that record? That joint, when you hear Smino's stack, 90 proof, his stack sounds like, because when you say, I need more capital, it sounds like a trumpet going, bum, 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 bum. But if you layer that with, I need more capital, and I need more capital, like you stack it. Stack the living daylights out of that voice, and you will hear a huge difference. So, long story short, I believe in it, man. I hope that helps you, my dude. Up next, we got Roy-Al on Twitch. Let's go. He says, "What's good, Kaelin? Here's another self-produced track from my upcoming album. The song is about wanting a second chance. I wrote this a couple years ago while being hospitalized." Wait. Before I get into it, because I'm about to read something pretty heavy. I'm going to read it real quick. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, I am listening to feedback live here on the stream. So if you want to access that, highly urge you guys to go over to my Gumroad and cop a Q slot. If you want to submit, type submit with an exclamation point at the top of the word, exclamation point, submit, SUBMIT, submit. Yeah, submit whatever you're working on, whether it be a finished track, a beat, an instrumental, a flip, whatever. Submit it through Q slots and we'll be able to listen to it live here on the stream. As well, music videos, send it on down. I'm glad to listen to it. Give me your music so I can listen to it and then show it to my friends, aka the Makers Club. So, let's go! Back to Roy-Al. He says, in quote, "I wrote this a couple of years ago while being hospitalized for a heart condition that doctors had a tough time diagnosing. Feeling like I'm dying while professionals couldn't figure out what's wrong with me had me reflecting on a lot of things that had been taken for granted. Thankfully, it was nothing fatal or too life-altering. So, yeah, here it is. Let's go, bro. Don't make me big. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go straight to Spotify. Go straight to the bottom. Here we go.
Save me song. Begging's out of style, but I'm gonna do what I need for the things I really want. I need more. You up and left with something I need, like my next breath, and I can't fill the void. Bring it back. And now I'm looking crazy in front of all of these people. You wrong for that, but I'm here as me. But please don't make me beg. There's something I hold sentimental that's been ripped from my world. My mental's in need. I lost me something, and I want it back. Oh, and if there's one thing I'm regretful, I waited long to feel it special to me. But if there's something left, just say me some. I faced an L, was blessed with what's special and went to waste and failed. Complacent mail that couldn't get the message when in your face is spelled out. Move like I got it made, I really got it confused. The opportunity I let slip was only mine to lose. The less lucky wish they had what I did. I fumbled it. My easily read expression is deep regret that I'm tussling with something that I acted entitled. It seems I played myself. Karma kick, still not as hard as the one I gave myself for squandering. Foolish ambition's part of it. Limits abused, embellished excuses. A contract wasn't honored. The tunnel vision like such that rifted me from my father just ripped me from what I've gone the most precious. Now should I call him and tell him that there's redemption with a man who's in understanding? I'm a man, no pride beside me. I'm a man, I make my follies. I'm a man, don't undermine me. Trust that I can hold account. To lose is really a means to gain, but what if you lose what you can? Go without. Save me some. You up and left with something I need, like my next breath, and I can't fill the void. Bring it back. And now I'm looking crazy in front of all of these people. You wrong for that, but I'm here as me. But please don't make me beg. There's something I hold sentimental that's been ripped from my world. My mental's in need. I lost me something and I want it back. Oh. And if there's one thing I'm regretful, I waited long to feel it special to me. I know it's gone, but if there's something left, something left.
Hey.
I ain't scared to beg, you can hate me, but I gotta take the blame for this.
I peeped the pocket.
You up and left with something I need, like my next breath, and I can't fill the void. Bring it back. I ain't scared to beg, you can hate me, but I gotta take the blame for this. But please don't make me beg.
Jesus. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that, sir. What is wrong with you, bro? Jesus, he said, thankfully it was nothing fatal. Bro, this is so tough. This is so tough. Like, wow, it's the, you know, and I say this in all sincerity, man. Every single time I come across somebody live in a show, I knew you was cold from that last submission, but dog it, what? Don't make me beg, bro. I'm about to be saying that. Don't make me beg. What's wrong with you, dude? Like, because what's crazy is you hear, it's like, it feels like you sat and wrote it while laying back looking and just contemplating. Like, I can only imagine all the influences and how it kind of like poured out of you to write this. I mean, this is, you were spitting some real stuff in this. And I love the nod that you used that splice loop in the halfway point of it. I love the fact that it did that. I don't know why, production wise and sonically, you remind me a lot of C.S. Armstrong. And if you guys know who C.S. Armstrong is, CS is one of the good homies. We actually did a few records for my last couple projects. I had a joint called Mercy and another one called Get Right. And so I literally am just like, I'm just hearing it in totality. Like, you remind me a lot of the homie C.S. Armstrong, bro. Like, very soulful, very intuitive of like musically where to place things. Is just really fascinating to witness. And man, if this is for another self-produced track for the upcoming project, what is the name of the album? What is the album? What is the name of the album? Because if this song is about, I'm assuming you had to, this man has a whole album, y'all. Like, what is the album called? What is the body of work called? That way we can look forward to it. Heaven at Any Cost. I love it. I love it. Heaven at Any Cost by Roy Dash L. That's gonna be tough, bro. I'm excited for it. Let us know when it comes out, my dude. I'm excited. Up next, we got Crash Fleet, and he says, "What up, world? I'm finally getting back to my creative ways. Although my design career may be in limbo along with the economy, I still make myself create even when I don't want to. This was a sample challenge I did where we couldn't stem split. This is a challenge because stem splitting is all I do in all my beats. The beat is light, but apparently all the homies who make beats love this track. What do you all think? Anyways, enjoy, and peace times 5. Let's go, Crash. Let's get it."
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's...
I'm not hiring you, Morgan & Morgan. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to the club.
don't think I've ever heard Crash do a beat switch like that. That's crazy. First off, I don't know why this energy reminds me of Metal Fingers so much. Like Metal Fingers, MF Doom. Like it reminds me of like when Doom would find like a great sample and he would put the drums like right on top of it. I feel like Crash's ear to be able to like find certain samples. That switch is crazy towards the middle. That's ridiculous. First and foremost, shout out to Crash. Man, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I like the fact that you threw the switch up in there. It did remind me of like Metal Fingers Doom. He said, I struggle placing my drums all over the flip TBH. Honestly, don't worry about it. I think what I would honestly look towards is the fact that you chose a great selection of samples and your drums are supposed to complement what you chose. So the fact that you had the sample and you throw the drums on top of it, anytime I find myself in a space where I'm struggling, right? Like struggling to place the drums, I often think about the rhythms that the sample already give me and just play off of that. And what you did in that second half was that. So shout out to Crash for one time, bro. It did turn out good. So yeah, man, be proud of that. Be proud of that. Up next, we got Cyrus Tanata, and he has no additional details. Let's get it going. Flutterby. Man, I haven't heard new Cyrus in a minute. Let's go. Let's go.
Watch life just flutter by. The task list long to the other side. Matchstick on, midnight oil burning until it's time. I can't watch life just flutter by. Love, yeah, on by. I can't watch life just flutter by. Love, yeah, on by.
Clock ticking, time wasting, never an option. Wanted to go quick and now I'm patting my pockets. Mom pause to take my time, I'm watching the clock see. It be 6 o'clock and then I wonder what time went. Still a child, with the focus on the riches. You wanna die, make it to the other side. Flooded by, even papers for a little time. Life be like a rodeo, a little genuine. It ain't all sweet like a clementine. Lord, I see your promises, so give me mine. Y'all be focused on the wrong thing. Life is but a paper, what the song say.
Can't watch life just flutter by. The task list long to the other side. Matchstick on, midnight oil burning until it's time. I can't watch life just flutter by. Love, yeah, on by. I can't.
This is tough.
Just flutter by. Love, yeah, on by.
Life but a paper if you wonder where time went. Staring at the clock all day when I'm clocked in. Trading time for what, not a viable option. Trying to be more like Icon, connected about it. With some present dreamers with the future in your speakers. New generation with resilience, good demeanor. Love in their heart, but you still get the ether. Can't watch life, just money in the meter. Clock ticking, what you gonna do with the remainder? Watch life just flutter by. Cash this long to the other side. Matchstick on, midnight oil burning till it's time.
Golly. Jesus. Bro, hold on. Let me hear this one more time so I can make sure I'm hearing how many layers, right? Hold on.
pat in my pockets. Mom pause to take my time, I'm watching the clock see. It be 6 o'clock and then I wonder what time went. Still a child, with the focus on the riches. You wanna die, make it to the other side. Flooded by, even papers for a little time. Life be like a rodeo, a little genuine. It ain't all sweet like a clementine. Lord, I see your promises, so give me mine. Y'all be focused on the wrong thing. Life is but a paper, what the song sing.
Can't watch life just flutter by. The task list long to the other side. Matchstick on midnight.
You should get one more harmony on top of that. You should do. Watch, hold on, watch. I'm gonna do that harmony real quick. Right here, wait.
Can't watch life just flutter by. The task list long to the other side. Matchstick on midnight, oil burning until it's time.
Give me one more harm on that. Give me one more harm. Give me one more. Yeah. That'd be tough. Okay, just send your Vox. I might have to record that. I'll probably do that a separate thing. Hold on. Oh man. Oh man. That actually is. That's the only thing I was hearing. Like, you got a really tight track here because the idea. Ooh, I got chills. Your idea is really clean, dude. It's really clean. And I think with the concept, you give me a few more layers. I'll be curious to see like how many different types of, because you're saying it, you're yelling it, get a harmony, and then maybe like a whisper. That way it just sounds brighter. Like when that hook comes in, it should just sound bright. But it's super, super sick what you got here. I love the idea. Shout out to Cyrus Sonata for the one time. And if you guys want to know what currently is going on, we are listening to submissions here, live here on Makers FM for Feedback Friday. Okay, Feedback Friday is quite literally the greatest live streaming show in the world for beat makers and creators. And you want to be able to submit, I highly urge you guys to submit to the Q slot. To the Q slot. To the Q slot. Q slot. Q slot. You can skip the line right now. We have 17 spots available for the rest of the stream. If you want to be able to have a joint listen to live on their stream. If you're on YouTube, type in submit and you will gain access. You will gain the access.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Dopalicious is now following you. Thank you following me, Dopalicious. For following me. We're going to listen to the last two submissions of this so far. Yes, relatively shorter live stream. Leon. Angelion, let's go. All right, Leon, let's go. Says here in quote, it's been a while since I've been able to come on here and give feedback, and I'm definitely thankful. This track is close to my heart due to the story behind it. All right, here we go. We got a story, guys. Here we go. We got a story. Hold on, I gotta make sure I get my keys real quick. I want to make sure I play keys and talk under this real quick because this is important. This is very important. All right, so Leon says here in quote, it's been a while. Since I've been able to come on here and give feedback. Definitely thankful. This track is close to my heart due to the story behind it. The voice recording you hear in the beginning and the ending was captured in New York City. On the subway. A homeless man had come on the bus and said those words before he sat and played the African hand drum he bought with him. It was good, and I gave him some money to help him out. He just got off and went to the next subway. This experience really helped realize how blessed we really are and that there are people like that out there that have it off worse. So I sampled his playing in the track and made it with him in mind. And hopefully to convey a message through music. Sorry for the yap. But I hope everyone knows that Jesus is with them, even in the lowest. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Matthew 12:23-12. Peace. I wanted to play the piano on that. Shout out to Leon. Let's go. I'm about to bump this right now. Let's get it. Omari's drum.
For myself, for my family. If anyone can please kindly find it in the house and donate, we greatly appreciate it.
Shout out to Leon. This might be Ninth Wonder. You know what's crazy? I thought about that. Might be Ninth Wonder. Who could Ninth Wonder have been? Who could Ninth Wonder have been? Oh, you know what? I love this idea. I'm not gonna lie, it gave me chills. I actually had like a couple chills moment because he said in quote, "This experience helped me realize how blessed we really are and that there are people out there that have it off worse." And you know, sometimes it takes for moments like that. Every time you meet somebody, just think about it from this perspective. Anytime you meet someone, whether in passing, whether by intention, whether by going to actually see them or not knowing them at all, just know you and what you did and how you have lived your life at this point brought you across this person, this individual. There's nothing by coincidence that happens. Everybody who's in the same room with each other happens by reason. Not just any reason, but like all the steps that you took led to us being in the same room together. And it made you have this moment. And the moment kind of helped me realize how important it is to be present in these moments, because you could easily miss a lesson like this. So that's huge. And Leon, I'm glad that you're rebranding, dude. I don't want to mess up your name, Leon. So shout out to Leon for submitting this one, Doc. Got a few more remaining. If you guys feel the inquisitive nature of skipping the line. Up next, we got Jayhawk 15. Jayhawk 15 says here in quote, thanks for the opportunity to share. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Your average Joe. We did it, yo. Let's go. love the way it sounds. What's good, Black to Miss? How's your day going, Blacktimus? You doing all right, big dog? Shout out to the one and only Jayhawk 15. First off, he says here in quote, thanks for the opportunity to share. You got that joint thumping. I turned off I turned off my mic and just listened to it in the speakers. Dog, you got the right sonics. Plus, I hear that electric key. So that was knocking. Okay, I really thoroughly enjoyed that. Silver Rose says, check hashtag visual art. Let's check the Discord real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me check the Discord. Let me check the Discord. Let me check the Discord. I'm gonna check the Discord. Yeah. Discord. Yo, wait. This is clean, bro. Yo, okay. I like this. I like these. I'm downloading them. I'm downloading it right now. Hold on. Can you send me these? Like, can you like message me like, are these PNG or are these web font? Like, what is the type of photo? Let me see here. Image, WebP. All I gotta do is just get rid of if we can get rid of this part and make it transparent, I got it. I'm gonna swap it out. I just need that joint to be able to swap it out. That's all I need. So that's all I need. All I need. All I need. I said all I need. All I need. But shout out to Silver Rose. He always designing the craziest, coldest. Kind of like this. Kind of like how you did this one. Just do the same thing with this one, and that'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yes. And I appreciate the swap out too, because it's also Thursday and Friday. That's really intentional. I appreciate you, big dog. The Friday one just looks so tough. Yeah, Friday looks way tough. I'm probably gonna keep just these feedback streams for Friday. So, but nonetheless, appreciate you, Silver Rose, and shout out to Jayhawk15. He said here in the track, let's see here, bruh. So the trick to snares / claps is to use more than one and offset them. That is exactly it. So I'll tell you this: when you hear a clap, right? I'm gonna give you a crazy slight little example, a slight little music production lesson for those of you guys who are curious how to make your drums sound more organic. And I said organic for a reason. I'm from the country, okay? How to make them sound more organic. So let's say, for instance, you have a hand clap, right? Let's just get a clap. Let's get a clap. I'm gonna go to vintage video games. Let's see here. Tony Hawk. Let me see here. Tony Hawk clap. Let me just hit a clap. So let me show you something. Check this out. I'm gonna show you something real crazy. So I'm gonna grab a random hand clap. I'm gonna grab a random snare. I just need a random snare. I don't even need anything perfect. Give me a one shot. Give me a one shot and make it like. Nah, let me get something organic. Let me use something like lo-fi vinyl. Okay, that's cool. All right, so boom. Let me show you something, right? So when you have a sound, right, and you think about how can I take my snares and actually let me find one more better one. That sound like. That's cool. I like that. So check this out. Organic. Yes. Have to. I'm from the South. I got to. So check this out. See how the snare and the clap are all on the same part. So when you put them together, it sounds like this. But what they don't tell you is when you turn off the grid, and you slightly offset the clap and the snare, check this out. Peep that. And then if you put the snare beforehand, this is a free sample if you guys are watching this. So it depends on how you are going about putting your sounds together. And so check this out. I'm going to do one more layer. Watch this. And I'm going to do another one beforehand. You notice something? You can get multiple different variations just by putting these sounds in different areas. I am using Ableton, by the way. And what's so funny is if you really like this, and what's funny is whenever y'all hear a sample, like a drum break, and you hear like the people playing the part, don't the sample sound like this? They be doing this. It's like this. It's because they're not being it's not on a grid. They're actually clapping to the beat, and the human timing is not perfect. And that's what makes it sound the way it does. So, yes, this is Ableton I'm using, but this is quite literally the number one trick to making your drums sound organic. Okay. But it's a very simple rule. I think about it all the time because sometimes people don't know these things. They don't know these little tidbits. And this it's so funny because like Black was Prime says, I don't play drums, so this is like discovering fire for a caveman. And what's so funny is when people are playing MIDI, this is what it's doing. Like, and what's so cool is I'll give you another trick. Let me give you one more trick. If you want to make it sound like you got a bunch of hand claps, right? Let's say you want to make it sound like there's multiple. Obviously, there's 2 claps here, but they do sound identical, you know? And they do sound like kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But let me show you something crazy. I'm going to open up MIDI, and I learned this from the homie Oh Gosh. Oh Gosh would take a single clap and just simply do this. He'll take a clap and go. Let me also turn off the key real quick. He would just do this. Look, I'm gonna show you. He would just do this. And when I learned this is what he would do, I'm like, I am so sick of you. You hear that? Yeah, that when I tell you, you it's just you're putting your hand on it. You can do that with a keyboard too. I'm not even being musically adequate when I do this. I promise you, this is not even. Let's say you don't have a MIDI keyboard. Let's go to this. Okay, let's go to that. You see what I'm saying? And if you really want to get like spunky with it, I just took all of these claps, right? Check this out. I'm gonna take all these, and if I want to make like a sound pack, look at this. Watch this. Bounce and play. Watch this. Look at this. I just made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different sounds. 11 different variated claps. And depending on what you like, you can literally take it and just use it for what it's worth. Yeah. It is the easiest way of making the most organic sounds possible. And a lot of people don't think, well, how do you make it organic? You play it. You actually put your hand on how the sound was laid out across time. And so check this out. I'm gonna crop all of these joints on Ableton. There's a function where you can crop it. And now when I go to my folder, look at this. All these clap sounds are just now made. That's just from me swiping the keyboard, hitting like you could make the most organic sounding like hand claps. And that's just regular sound design. I'm not even talking about anything advanced. You know what I'm saying? So we don't make organic, we make organic. Organic, boy. Homegrown. That's all I got for you. But nonetheless, we got one more submission tonight. Oh, 2 more. We got 2 more. 2 more. It's feedback. It is Feedback Friday. And we got a few more submissions left, guys. Let's get to it. Ocean Imran Lad, who's submitted, and they said here, hey, Kaelin, new demo / idea, but not sure how to develop or where to take it next. Any advice? Getting to me. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Out this room in the dark for the third time this week. Creeping around apartments ain't how I planned it to be. Ain't how I planned it to be. Wish I could stay here with you, holding on to loving someone. Barely awake, it's 7 a.m. and I'm running away. I'm running out on you. I think it's getting to me this time. I lie awake while you sound asleep, while I'm away. Will you dream of me? Dream of me, dream of me, dream of me. Dream of me, dream of me, dream of me. Wish I could stay here. Dream of me, dream of me, dream of me. Dream of me, dream of me, dream of me. Wish I could stay here with you, holding on to loving someone. Barely awake, it's 7 a.m. and I'm running away. I'm running out on you. I think it's getting to me this time.
Oh my God. You said new idea, new demo idea, not sure how to develop or where to take it next. Okay, I'm going to give you a song reference because I feel like you got a lot of good in here, but you need a moment. You need a moment where it goes there. And I think something this song it like leads up to is like almost like I feel like it needs some grit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's very smooth. It's very like, it's like the smoothness of it leads me up to something that is about to transpire. It's like it leads up to it. And it's like you could take the hook and maybe like grit it out a little bit, like take it there, because it has a very 80s kind of like smooth by the water kind of coast energy. But then it's also like 80s like brightness energy on it. And if you're going to go 80s brightness energy on it, take it all the way there by giving it a guitar solo. And I mean, like, give it some like gritty, almost like, who's a good example of this? There's this song by Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. TEED is the acronym. Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. And they have a record called Don't You Forget About Me. And it smoothingly goes all the way up in the same kind of sonics to this funk and gritty guitar moment that like took everything that was already in the song and just gave it its open moment. And it needs to like settle into that. But where it is, it's like you've developed it up into that moment. And so I would recommend having like some sort of drop, maybe around this point. Hold on. Hold on.
Running away. I'm running out on you.
Yeah.
I think it's getting to me this time. I lie awake.
I need the brass. I need brassy synth.
While I'm away. Will you dream of me?
I need the brassiness, the synth.
Dream of me. Dream of me. Dream of me. Dream of me. Wish I could stay here. Dream of me. 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 Dream of me.
Right there, I felt like it should have went up. I felt like it should have went up for like just another bar. It shouldn't stay low. You know what I'm saying? But totally extinct enormous dinosaurs. I'm gonna give you a good example of what I'm talking about here. At the end of Don't You Forget About Me, totally enormous extinct dinosaurs. This part right here. Wait. This part right here of the song, it went somewhere. That you've given us the lead up, you set it up perfect. Now give us what we did not know we needed, and that would take it over the edge. That would develop it into something really big and then bring it back down. That's what I would give to you, sir. So shout out to the one and only Ladhu and Eimer. I hope that helps you, sir. I hope that helps you. So up next, we got Foot. Shout out to Foot for the one time, produced by Foot. He says, this is a group project for a class here at Berkeley. The vocalist is a country singer, and I had her just sent a random voice memo she had in her phone because we all have hundreds, LOL. I built the best around it, and this was the result. Got to fix up the outro, though. Thanks you for listening. Okay, let's get it. Let's go, Foot. Let's get it, Foot made it. Shout out to Foot, made it for the one time. Shank says, this is tough. The kick needs to kick a little bit more besides that great song. Honestly, I like this idea. I like what you did with, he said, I took a country singer's voice. So I can only imagine her tone was coming through pretty clear. So I love that the fact it was a random like voice memo, because you could take voice memos and just do whatever you want with it. I would be curious to see what would be cool if you added not just only like a piano, and obviously the percussions are doing the thing, but I feel like there needs to be a bed. And what do I mean when I say there needs to be a bed? When I say there needs to be a bed, think about a cloud, right? What do clouds do? When you look at a cloud, clouds look soft. They look pretty much like you can't see through them. You only see into them as if you're on a plane, if you're on a plane, if you're on like some sort of like elevating like thing, you can't see inside of it, but you know it inhabits a space. It has absolutely no kind of like thing on it. There's no landing on it, but it just kind of floats. It hovers. It needs just a blanket to put in the middle of the space that you've already added. AKA the drum's already there, the piano's already there, but you just need like a pad that could sit in the middle of the space, something warm, something that could comfort a little bit. Because I feel like for your outro could definitely just be like a warm, not bright pad that floats seamlessly throughout it. But I like what you did with it. I like the funkiness of it. I'm curious to know your inspiration behind it because them hi-hat patterns was pretty funky, bro. It was absolutely funky. Josh44 US says, bro, drop a masterclass. I actually have a masterclass that I'm currently trying to buy back from a company that has went bankrupt over the last couple of years. I recorded a whole masterclass years ago, and I should just do it here live on the stream. I should just have like a masterclass day, you know. And actually, you know what? Why don't I do that tonight? Why don't I have like a masterclass of some sort explaining something? That'd be really cool. Justfoot says, you, Katra, and Monty, big inspirations. We appreciate you. I appreciate that, man, dude. Like, it's so crazy hearing like how Katra has like taken over the world the way he has, and that's just my homie. That's just my homie, my friend. Like, that's a guy that I've like learned how to do this with. So, but yeah, I'd love to do like a thing tonight. So. But shout out to Foot for the one time, bro. I'm glad you submitted this. All you need is just a blanket, like, you need a blanket sound that could kind of like fill that space, because it's like the piano does it, but it's not fully doing it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But nonetheless, y'all, up next, My Guy. My Guy is the last submission. And he says here in quote, I just discovered your channel and it looks fun. Thank you. Shanks says, have you and Katra collaborated? Okay, so Shanks, I'm going to tell you, yes, me and Katra have collaborated multiple times in the past. 2013, me and him had a collaboration when I was under the name and the alias Mr. Mockwell. When Mr. Mockwell was a concept, me and Katra used to create beats. We would just send beats and samples back and forth to one another. And so one of those joints resulted in a EP of beats that me and him dropped way back in 2012, 2013. And when 2013 hit was when his name, Katranada, was like officially crystallized. Like he made an EP called Katranada under the name Katradamas. And that quite literally was the beginning of Katranada's reign. So, but shout out to My Guy. Let's see here. He says, goofing Spencer Hall. Let's get it.
extraordinary tonight.
Shout out to my guy, Spencer. First off, this joint was fun. He said, I discovered your channel and it looks fun. I appreciate you sharing, my dude. This one was fun. Given the fact, let me tell you something random. Last night, I saw CeeLo Green in person. He performed live at Art Basel. They had an event that they put me, CeeLo Green, and Clips, Amanda Reefer, all those guys. And I remember having a moment during his set. He took Crazy and swapped the drums out for a Miami bass joint. It is so fun to hear drums like this. And I loved every second of it, my guy. And I appreciate you sharing. I'd actually be curious if you could extend it one more minute, because this is this right here. Just give it one more minute so I can play it at a show or something, because that's fun. Absolutely fun. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely ravishing, Spencer. And I think with that might conclude all the skips, guys. That might conclude it for tonight for the submissions. And so, shucks, I don't think I've ever ended this early with these submissions. Should I keep going into a few more, or should we have like a little masterclass? Like, what are we feeling like doing? Because I usually don't end this early. I'm never in this early, so should I like do a masterclass of some sort? Do y'all want to know some information about how to make music? Should I just react to a video? Like, what kind of vibe? It's up to you and how you're feeling. Man, listen, let me tell you how I'm feeling. How I'm feeling right now, I can do a lot of good creative stuff. The moment I started making them claps is when I started thinking, like, I was like, yo. All right, so if we doing a masterclass, I didn't know who's down and what do y'all want to know from me at this precise moment? Because I could explain a pretty good masterclass. I feel like I could. Like, how's the Ableton update? Oh, dude, Ableton absolutely cracked this update like crazy. They have the stem separation from Moises AI. And so I could definitely do like a decent small little masterclass and talk about something. Cause sometimes people don't talk about sound design. Don't talk about like make another super beat. But I always make beats, man. It's December. I've been making beats for 10 plus years of my life. I could do a masterclass though. I could teach something. I feel in my spirit to make something and teach it at the same time. I could do that. I feel like I can do that right now. Melodic Angie says, I'm just returning to doing music after 23 years, and I need to learn all this new stuff because everything I used was analog. Okay. VADC Entertainment says, well, are you good at PreSonus? We talking about the software? I haven't used it in a while. There's only one person I know that uses PreSonus pretty often, and that might be one of my buddies. He might have a tutorial. Maybe Pads. What you did to Centos chords was crazy. All right, so I'll give you guys some game. So I feel like when I have questions, they're mostly about piano and making sound beds, and answers to me at least to play more chords. So let me make something real quick. I'll give you guys a little inclination. So let's try and make a beat with some things attached to it. So we're gonna try something real quick. We're gonna make a beat and I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna share what that process looks like from the angle. And if you guys have any curiosity, I will let you know from there. But let's make a beat. I'm curious. I'm gonna try and do this in a reasonable amount of time. So let me go ahead and end this, because if I don't, it's not gonna look pretty for some of the things. Yeah, grab yourself a snack and a drink. We about to open up some cool stuff here. And the best way I love to make music now at this point, because beforehand, I used to only make music when I was inspired. But I recognize if you are just waiting for a wave, you will forever be standing still. And so today I actually had a conversation. And in the conversation, I remember dialoguing and, talking to my girl. She was like, what are you doing in between the time? What is happening before you figure out the structure, the planning? Like, what exactly is happening here? And so check this out. Okay, check this out. So I'm gonna open up something real quick. Let me make sure none of these cue slots are open. Oh, we got one more. I gotta play one more. I just got one more. Because there's one more person that actually did submit to the queue slot at the last second. So one more time. One more time. Let's play one more. I gotta play one more real quick. I don't want to miss out on this. So Khalid Music, Lid, L-I-D. Let me go on react to this, and then we're going to hop into the joint. So here we go. A song produced and mixed by me, with additional production from Anthony Brewster and Ryan Conscious Keys Marquez, featuring Lewis King and La Russell. Let's go. So we got to listen to this, and we have a masterclass after this. So once I listen to this will be the end of the feedback, and then we'll go into the other things. So let's get to it. I'm about to run this. Let's rock. Let's see what's going on. Russell is incredible, bro. Lil Russell's great. I love Lil Russell. I've always found that my sounds end up on a Lil Russell record. I don't know if anybody I don't know if that's just a thing, but I've heard my hi-hats, I've heard my kick drums, I've heard my pianos. My sound quite literally is always in Lil Russell's voice. It's always synonymous. So I don't know. That's incredible. Shout out to Lewis King. Shout out to Lil Russell. Shout out to Lid for the one time. Man, and he said he produced and mixed it. That's clean. I love hearing quality, clean. And the fact they used and it wasn't even the new one. It was the OG Memo piano. I'll never forget. I recorded that whole piano in Austin, Texas, note by note. My dad was eating pizza. If you want to know what that chomping sound was, that was my dad eating pizza on the Memo Piano 1. But this is phenomenal. It's a very clean record. I love the quality of it. It's sonically hitting on my HS7s. Dude, it's just, you doing it. You're doing the darn deed, okay? As well, Anthony Brew, Keys, Conscious Keys, bro. Absolutely insane. Y'all knocked that one out of the park. I love the record, and I'm trying to hear some more of it, dude. So, with that being said, we about to get into a masterclass. Is that all right, y'all? We about to get into a masterclass. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and make a beat from scratch. Let's do something from absolute scratch. From the top to the bottom. Any questions, we'll get into it. I saw a few things that popped up earlier that talked about finishing beats and not overproducing. I'm sure you've talked about that before, but man, I cannot get over that hump. So I need to say this with absolute clarity. A man's plans are only as far as the structure that has been given to him. So when we think about structure, when we think about music, when we think about the tools we got, you got to think about what you currently got and what you're looking at. What you're looking at right now is a blank canvas, okay? This is a blank canvas. It may look like a bunch of lines. It might look like Microsoft Excel. But when I look at Ableton Live and I want to make a song and I want to make a beat and I want to make an idea, I think this is a blank canvas. Whatever I put on this blank canvas cannot be wrong. You want to know why I say that? Because there's no such thing as a wrong decision. You only just have many decisions until you get what you like. Does that make sense? It's a part of an architectural thing. Hey, even when you look at a blank canvas, if I were to open up this entire session, this right here is a giant canvas. This canvas can be 20 minutes long, or it could be 5 seconds. The choice is yours. So when I go about making music, I think about, what do I want to create? I want to make something that's funky. I want to make something that's kind of vibey. I obviously want to make something catchy. I want to create something that has a little bit of intention behind it. I'd love to sample something as well. And so, do I have any preconceived ideas? No. Honestly, no. I don't have any ideas. Most people be like, Kaelin, do you start with drums? Do you start with chords? I'll give you a better block. What is an idea? You got to have an idea, something that has tangibleness to it. And so if I don't have any ideas, I go to where the ideas lay, AKA my Discord or my sample packs. And 9 times out of 10, there's going to be something that stands out or speaks to my spirit, honestly. Okay. And that's not even like thinking like deep. It's just, what do we have at this moment that's in front of us? And as far as I know, there are samples from a lot of us currently in this Discord that I'm curious about. So check this out. Jojo Bean has a piano lo-fi sample that's 25 seconds long. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, let me see here. Hold on. I try to hear something that has something in it. Something I could like latch onto. I like those chords, but they're pretty somber though. Okay. Okay. This is a cool sample. Focus is going crazy with the vintage soul. Let's see what other stuff we got. These are all sounds from the Makers Club, by the way. Shout out to the Makers Club. Let's check this out. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. I kind of want to do something interesting with this. Hold on. I might have something. Now, notice what I just did, right? I saw something. I liked it. I downloaded it immediately. The reason is because there's something about this already when the moment it started. I liked it. I can't necessarily put my finger on why I liked it, but I downloaded it immediately. It resulted in an action. Okay. So now I'm about to just kind of mess around with this. The BPM is 63. I'm going to place that here. We're going to see where we go from there. So let's go. How might one join the Makers Club? Cop a sample pack from my store. cop a sample pack from my store. You cop a sample pack, cop anything, and you'll gain access to the Makers Club. All the tools you're hearing, they're in my Discord. So like my live effects rack, my sound packs, all that. Yeah. All right. All right, I like this. What do I want to do with it? What can I do? Let's just kind of chop it up and put it in a place. Kind of want to do something. I want a third chord that's not that. I want a third chord that does something crazy. Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight to drums mode because now I feel like a drum would be like a crazy thing for this. Let me get like a. Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna turn something up. Let me air that out. I'm going to my drum rack. I have like a Scarlet. Let me turn this down real quick. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna record on my drum kit real quick. Well, maybe actually, you know what? Let me not do that. I'm gonna do something even better. Let me show you guys something cool. I have a thing called Build a Pocket. This actually prevented me from not having to record drums at all. I'll tell you the secret. I have a sound pack that literally is a drummer inside of a folder. But every time I use it, it just helps me generate ideas. Even when I don't know what's there. So let's kind of turn this off real quick. And I'm gonna come right back to that loop. I muted it simply because the sample is there. Now I gotta make another decision. Do I wanna keep that sample going? Do I wanna make a pattern? Do I wanna do what? Okay, bet. Let's try and just get a regular Build a Pocket sample. We go to my 9.5 breaks. Free Nation kick. Yeah, there we go. BAP is a cheat code. I be telling people all the time. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Huh? Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait a second. What if I do? There we go. There we go. Now I go ahead and I'm gonna go and grab a rim. There we go. There we go. what I just did was just kind of took the snare and now just kind of nudging it. I like to nudge my stuff. It gives it like a personal feel to it. That's how my drums I always tweak my drums like that. I'm gonna take some off this effect rack. Now, here's something that I always do. I reuse things all the time, guys. I don't use anything new. I reuse the same things. If it's an effects rack, if I use it in one beat, I'm gonna use it in another. If it's a kick drum, I'm gonna use it again. Oh, that's an accident. All right, let me do something real quick. I don't like the low end on the reverb. There we go. All right. Hold on. Let's see here. I kind of want to use something real quick. Oh, this is gonna be stuff. It's gonna be tough. Hold up. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab all of this. I'm gonna grab it, group it together. The reason I just grouped it together was simply because I love grouping sounds into one channel and treating like it's one thing. And the only thing I ever do this for is knock. I throw these on the drums and I just have my own drum bus, the group that is. The reason I did that with the reverb, by the way, with the sample, the reason I did that effect with the reverb was simply because sometimes when I don't go about taking the spaces that my sounds are in, I always design space as I'm making something. Think about it like this. Music is intended to inhabit a space. If it's inhabiting a space, it's probably going to be how you're listening to it, where you're listening to it from. I'm using my headphones mostly right now, so I haven't even switched to the speakers yet. But everything that I just did with the reverb was purely from the only part of how can I take this space and control it? Because I haven't even added a bass line yet. The sample had a bass, but I want to do something completely different. Because as I'm starting to remove things out of the way, ideas start popping up. That's where ideas come. Ideas come when you don't have anything in the way and there's space. It's like you have to fulfill a void. Think about a house. A house has to have a couch, a TV, a wall. If you walked into somebody's house and didn't know, like, yo, where's your TV at? It's like a TV supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like a TV supposed to be here. Couch supposed to be here. You're supposed to have carpet. Why is there no carpet? Where's your microwave? Where's your chairs? Do you have Wi-Fi? You know what I'm saying? And so I think about things inhabiting a space all the time. And so because the sample already like was kind of like creating this thing, I could have either just been like, okay, boom, the sample is that, whatever. Or I could go into a little bit of personality and be like, what do I want to add? What isn't here at the moment? I don't have a bass line. So if you take away the reverb, it just sounds kind of like, now when you add the reverb, it has like a little sparkle on it. And that way now when I filter it, it'll just sound smooth. And I do it all the time. I hope that made sense. I have a dumb idea. I have a really, really dumb idea. What if I did What if I did this? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just kind of humming along to it once the space is open. I'm gonna fine tune this bass a little bit. Now, because I like what I did to the sample, I'm keeping it. I just selected it and there's a function to consolidate into its own thing. The reason why I did that is because now with that chop I was doing earlier, there was a little like, yeah. This is gonna be stupid. Hold up. All right, so I'm about to make this bass a little more grittier because it does hit a tone. Let me do it like a. Ooh, 1, 2. We do right here. Hold up. 1. One. There we go. That's it. Now I'm just kind of fine-tuning the beat a little bit. I'm gonna roll off the high a little bit. Yeah. We go to reverb. Okay, perfect. All right, what I just did. I just put a little bendy effect on it. It's by the chorus. The chorus has this vibrato in Ableton. It's like a simple little LFO thing that does this. Oh. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that real quick. Yeah. Watch this. Wait. I'm gonna try it one more time. Try it one more time. Wait. quick. That's the electric key, by the way. Let me do that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Second, hold up. There's something there.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Turn it down. Yeah. I'm about to do something. Yeah. Here we go. Now the ideas are coming. Yeah, that's it. All right. All right, perfect. Now we cooking now. Okay, so what I have just did, if you take the drums completely out of everything I just did, you have something called space, which is that is the production thing. Okay, we have now created what I like to call a bed of sounds. When you think about a bed of sounds, let's remove the sounds element. A bed has a pillow, a bed has a cover, a bed has sheets, a bed probably has that thing underneath the bed so you don't see what's underneath it. You know what I'm saying? Like it has that covering around it. And so I look at all these elements that we've just added and it's a bed of sounds. It's everything that perfectly lays. Every decision that we've made up to this point creates this, which is a bed of sounds where all the sounds are doing their own individual thing. How this happens is as the process goes, you will find that you will make decisions. There's no such thing as a wrong decision. You just have to make one. You just have to make one. And you will have something like this. Now, what's beautiful about this is we can expand upon this like crazy. You hear that? And I just muted some things just for like arrangement. I haven't even like thought deep into arrangement. It's just a perfect setup. Now you can just start moving things around. This is all the setup. It's all a setup. Now, everything else, he said, no ideas, just white noise in my noggin. But the act of trying and actually making music, no matter how it sounds to you, is what matters in a macro. Just gotta keep sharpening the blade. And what's so cool about that analogy about sharpening the blade, iron sharpens iron. And when you see someone sharpen a blade a certain way, you're like, yo, how did you get it that sharp? Well, I use this thing to do it. And there's a method to it. There's something that sustains. And that is through knowledge. There's songs, there's records, there's ideas. And I think the funniest part about all this is a lot of people don't know that I go back and reuse everything from previous songs all the time. You think my sound packs are by coincidence? I've used these sounds in so many beats. This is literally what is my sonic like pad. Now check this out. I'm gonna just start layering stuff together. Watch this. Here we go. Chords now. One, two. Wait, one. There we go. So now we got the chords. Let's think just sonic timbres. Let's just think sonic timbres at this point. So I have a synthesizer I can add on top of this. Now, who was it? Who was the one in the chat that said about how to make the sonic like beds? So you mentioned something about sonic beds, right? Let's see here. Do you ever make beats without headphones? Never. I always use either they're gonna come on with these headphones at some point, or I end up making them with them from the beginning. They always go through headphones because everybody listens to music on headphones. I've never not made beats without headphones. They always involved every time. Because the thing is, if you listen to music without headphones, everybody's speakers are different. Every speaker in every environment is very different. Sonic ham hocks. Okay. So check this out. So I got these chords, right? It's gonna sound really brash. So I'm gonna show you something crazy. So I use it. Let me use the same chords. I'm gonna use the same chords. Every time I go about trying to spatially put things in sonic spaces, let's remove the bass. Let's remove the melody. Let's remove the piano. So everything is right now like, let's see here. Try one more time. I'm gonna play the same chords, but I'm gonna do something different. Watch. You know what? Hold up. Hold up. Turn this off. I gotta turn off my fancy smashy keyboard. I gotta turn off my fancy smashy keyboard. The one that like lights up because it was doing something funny. Hold on. All right, boom. Just make sure it's not pitch enveloping because that would really suck. Yeah, why did it do that here? Delete that. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna open up these chords. Let's take. I'm gonna remove a few of these notes. I'm gonna get rid of the two bottom ones. Okay, why are you removing the bottom ones? I'll tell you why. Because every time I play chords, there are spaces. There are spaces for sonics, like frequencies to kind of like be in front of one another. And then there's also other frequencies that begin to kind of interweave. And it almost sounds like you just mentioned, a sonic ham hock, which is a crazy combination of words to put together. So, and when you play it, it sounds like crazy. But check this out. That isn't even like the cool part. My fun part that I love doing is taking sonics like, I don't know, everything is playing this chord, right? Like I'm gonna just select anything below this note. I'm gonna go up an octave. Drop an octave. Now I'm about to go to Serum. It's a little detuned. Now watch this. We're gonna go to a pad. Now it's starting to open up some spots. Auxiliary stuff don't really need a lot to spot. Let's do it one more time. Let's go up one more octave. Let's go to Icarus. I want to use a patch from this. Now when you add everything else, it sounds like the sample. See that? I didn't even do anything too crazy. Every time I've made a beat, I've done this. So now, when you hear everything in totality, it sounds like this. You could play around with turning things off and turn it back on. How to create a sonic bed. How to create a sonic bed of sounds is your basic creating a palette of all these different frequencies are just doing their thing, but they all complement one another. The reason why is because when I think about my sound selection, how I even selected the sounds in the first place, I thought about the main element of what I started with. I started from the first element of this beat that made us think, what could we do if we put reverb on it? What would it sound like if I put like chorus on top of it? And you start hearing all the other elements that start doing it too. It's very empowering to hear more than one element do a very familiar thing. It's like things are walking hand to hand and not like working against one another. It's like they work together. The reason they work together is because they're probably very similar. I'm going to give you a crazy life hack. Think about your friends and think how much they are like you. If they are like you, then you found like-minded people. Sounds and choosing sounds should be just like choosing your friends. I'm gonna let that sit for a sec because that's a little deep. Yeah. Hey. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna mute the sample when that little boop 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 sound comes right here. Just like this. But you hear how full that sounds. Because then you could come back in with this. Yeah. Now when the sample comes back in, watch this. Just watch how different it's gonna feel. Right here. One more thing. So the drums are already cool, but I feel like there could be a percussion element in here. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Yeah. Let's do Limelight. Limelight. Wait a second, hold up. Oh. I'm gonna drop this out. What if I did that with my voice? Hold up, right here. All right, so I just recorded my voice. So how I just did that was I have a vocal track in Ableton already set up with a preset in here. I love creating presets for my vocals because sometimes I'll make a beat and out of that one beat, I will keep that preset that I did all the craziest stuff to the vocals too. So per usual, I have like my KFX on top of everything, but I'm also speaking through an active preset that captures what's happening in this moment, but there's also one that captures a raw take. And I put two separate different channels right here. And so everything I just did, I just captured it in this moment right here. Pretty raw. Obviously I didn't keep it right, but I have another part of this. I have a actual take, like a raw take of me just taking it with no effects on it. And so now I'm about to go and take that same preset that is sitting on here. And I'm simply just going to copy and paste it to this channel. I got to make sure I have the tune on it first. It is an F minor. So let's go to F minor. Boom. Okay, that's perfect. So now I just gotta go and grab this same old preset. This same old rickety, spickety big. Here we go. Up an octave on that too. How I just did that, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. This is a little trick of the trade I learned a long time ago. So I was hanging out with Decap one day, right? And Decap was talking about how like you could basically take things that are like pitches in Ableton, and if it's a pitch module, like let's say it takes the pitch, and you want to go up an octave. If you hold the shift key, and just simply go up once, it'll go from up on your arrow, up or down an octave. Simple little things like that make making a decision 10 times more fun. Swarm that with mad reverb. I'm not gonna front. That sounds kind of crazy. Yeah. Together. I'm gonna play this on the speakers real quick. Yeah. And so I'm gonna give you guys one more little thing. Any questions, any curiosities? This is pretty much how I make all my beats. I make all of my tracks like this. I don't care if you notice, but alt left or right, yeah. There's so many different increments with like alt and like the command, because I'm using a Macintosh. So I'm on the Mac, and on the Mac, Macintoshes only have like, they don't have like the alt, they have command. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, bro, there's so many different things you can do. And this is pretty much like how I go about making all my beats. And if I want to go about making like an arrangement of this, my arrangement usually starts from like, how do I want this thing to start? So I will get rid of all the tracks in the middle, like anything that I'm not using, I will get rid of it. Okay. I did not need any of those other tracks. The only reason those other tracks existed was simply because when I make ideas, I'm able to shape them in a way that allows me to use my imagination. I will say this, if you're making music and you don't use your imagination, you're missing a point in what makes music so fun. It's worth it. It's worth it to consider that what you are imagining, what you're thinking should be able to come out in a way of like, I want to do this. How can I do this? And then you do it. That's how music used to be. It was like, I am imagining being flocked by all these people and these birds. It sounds like just birds and rustling feathers. How do I make that sound? Well, what sounds like a rustling batch of people? Jackets, clothes, fabrics. Everything makes a sound. Just use your imagination. And because of the fact that I've talked about imagination with this, I want to make this feel like if you were hearing, let's say if we made this sound like it was, I don't know, a record for an artist. That's exactly how I'm going to frame this. Obviously, this sounds like someone could rap and sing on top of this. So we're going to do this. Watch this. So this is what I'm going to do. Watch this. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over here and start taking all the elements that are already on here and giving it a space to do its thing. Look at this. I'm going to get rid of this. Let me also save this too. Don't forget to press save. I did all this without saving this. I don't want my Ableton to crack on me, so cook with Cobb. Yeah, shout out to Cobb for the sample, by the way. This is incredible. So yeah, whenever I frame and arrange beats, I think about how someone would rap over it or how someone would approach making music. I literally would think about like boom, 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 boom. Like what kind of thing are we talking about with like, what do you want it to be ranged like? Well, how do you see yourself listening to it? How do you see yourself listening to it? How do you see yourself listening to the idea? How do you see yourself listening to the music? How's that work? You know what I'm saying? Like I think about it all the time. I think about that all the time. All the time, dude. All the time. Yeah. I think about that all the time. I think about how do I want people to receive the ideas that I'm making? So now I'm about to go ahead and play around with some muting. So let's save this. I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick that I go about doing mutes, right? I think about muting things and doing things on the cuff. Okay. So I'm going to introduce to you guys a concept that's going to sound really crazy. When someone says play the song, right? That literally means in every capacity that you have to press the play button, you can also press the play button like the mute button. You can treat the mute button like the play button is what I'm trying to say. Treat the solo button like the play button. You're playing with the button. You're playing with the tool. You're playing with the function. Play with it. Play-Doh. You play around with the dough. You just don't take the dough when you form it. Play with it. That's what I do to everything I make. That's what makes the music I make sound the way it does. Because I'm not just playing a beat. I'm not just making a beat. I'm playing it. I'm playing around with the sound. I'm playing around with not playing the sound right now. So this is what I'll do. Watch. I'm going to play it from this point and I'm going to record this right here. This is it. Actually, you know what? Let me go and select it all again because I feel like it's going to record over it. So let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Right here. There we go. I'm gonna do it with the beat too, the drums. Watch this right here, right here, right here. I missed it a little bit on that snare, but that was about it. So check this out. I'm gonna do something interesting. So I'm gonna turn off a few things. We're gonna turn off the mute over here. Everything in Ableton can be muted, by the way. All those effects and stuff, you can mute all those. So watch this. I'm gonna mute the effects chain for this. All of this is being like recorded in automation. So watch this right here. As well, let me do this real quick. And let me also do the same thing to here too. I love playing around with the elements right here. Wait a second, I don't like it that dry. That's cool. I like that. Watch this right here. And I might make a beat video off of this too. Watch this. Record a little simple video to this because everything is pretty much there. Now this is the fun part. I get to take off my headphones and listen to this in the like room and see what it sounds like. Yeah, so I love that it sounds like this right now. This is amazing. Take number 4 and kind of put like a high. All right, I'm recording myself doing this. questions before I begin this beat video, because this is a done deal. All I got to do is just add my triangle and we're done. And usually when I add the triangles, when I start adding the crazy effects on it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of vibe. But basically that's how I go about making these beats, bro. I go about making these beats by little, step by step, these little things that I can go about breaking down my choices into what I like, into what I want to use. Melodic Angie says, is it even possible nowadays to make a living making music? It's been so discouraging listening to YouTubers talking about how you can't. You know what? I have something to speak to about this, because I actually would love to say something about that real quick. Let me look at the other one. So you can use low passes on the master bus. I know some people don't like that for the phase reason, but that sounded great. I do certain things out of the choices that I know later are going to be like, yo, what is that crazy rumbling sound? Like, I do that all the time to be able to get a good boost out of like my lows. So everything about this band here is all subtractive. It's all the things I am taking away to make things a little bit more clear. Obviously, there's a little bit of a boost here, but that's just personal. That's just personal touch, okay? This keeps it simple. And what's so funny is every time I always send my beats to people, they'll be like, yo, your mixes are great. Like, what are you talking about? And then I'll go and try and send. Let me tell you the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing of doing all this, right? And then I will give this to a mixing engineer and they're like, I got to use the version that you made because it sounds way better than whatever the heck I did, which is the only thing we're doing is just, only thing I did was just take away the things you don't need. Take away the frequencies you don't need. So, yeah. But Melodic Angie says, is it even possible nowadays to make a living making music? It's been so discouraging listening to YouTubers talk about how you can't. So, Melodic Angie, I'm going to give you a little bit of encouragement here, because I know exactly what that means. Everybody's been talking about that. Where they can't make a living from their music. And so I want to give you a little bit of encouragement real quick. So this is coming from somebody that lives right in the middle of smack dab Florida. Okay. I'm not around all of the big name producers, right? When people see my story, they usually think I live in LA, I live in New York, I live in Miami. No, I live in a small, close-knit space away from all of the action. And I remember having this epiphany years ago where I was making the samples, making the beats, and then I saw people talk about like, man, you can't make a living making music. Well, that is 100% not true. There are individuals out here making money from using their gifts and their abilities to share something with the world. But this is where the part that people get messed up. People forget that in order to make money, you have to be solving not necessarily a problem, but you're solving a problem for a multitude of people. So when you think about a business, when you think about companies and businesses solve people's problems, whether they are great at what they do or whether they're not that great at what they do, or if they take advantage of people. Somewhere down the line, before all the corruption happened, there are people who have done things that helped an individual. As bad as social media is, and as bad as people talk about this with like Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, these are actually tools that people use to connect with their friends, their buddies, people they haven't talked to in years. Some people, this might be the actual only way they can actually interact. So companies go about making the tools to be able to make things solve people's problems. And so I think I bring that up because when I was making music back in 2020, I didn't know how many people listened to the sounds that I made. And they actually said, in quote, the sounds that you make, Kaelin, helped me solve what I wanted to do, which is make a song for myself. So when we talk about what's going on on the planet with music and what's going on with YouTubers talking about it, when people say they can't make money from music, it's not the fact that they aren't. It's the fact that what are they aiming for? Are you just aiming to make money for yourself? Or are you looking to solve a problem that could be looked at from an entire vantage of people that you know? And we all know people that have a problem that kind of is shared amongst all of us. It just so happens that my way that I'm solving is the sounds that I make and the things that I create allow people to discover themselves as they're making music. I love making tools that allow people to discover the things that they like about it. And that goes along with all my intentions of even making these videos, making the beat videos, making the concepts. It quite literally has created a world that gives me a home and a house, a space to stay, a place to lay my head, and to be on my live stream with you guys after driving back from Art Basel and performing after so many people have bought my sound packs. So I'm like, it changed my life. And it's also changed other individuals' lives as well. So I say all that to say, to kind of like put it all together. Can you make money from your music? You can, but there comes a catch. You don't just make money from your music. You have to solve a problem, or you have to speak for people who don't have a means to convey it. And then you become a whole thing that allows people to discover who they are. Quite literally, your honesty can change your life. Be honest and be who you are. Be what you're into. And if you want to make music, and if that's something you truly believe in, look at all the ways that people have used music to help serve people. It's the biggest through line that I don't think as creators we give ourselves enough credit. It literally can solve, think about it. The gift you have can solve somebody's problem. So much so they will be willing to give you a payment to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Trust me, I know this because I am currently living this at this moment. And so far, every time I've always solved a great deal of problems, it's always come from me using my abilities to do it. What can I do? What can I do right now? What am I doing in this moment? Give yourself that moment to be able to look at what you are capable of, what you're passionate about, and let that leak out into solving problems. And that's why the Makers Club exists. That's why Makers FM exists, because at one particular point, I was tired of getting online and not seeing people that I looked up to not talk about how to make music. And how are we going to expect the music industry to get better if we don't talk to the people who listen to it, make it, and help them learn how to make it the right way? We're the Makers Club, bro. We the best in the world, Doc. That's why I just be on these tangents just talking, because I know that's what this does. And that's what I'm passionate about. Passionate about watching people discover what they like doing, bro. And I've been doing it for years, and I'm watching it happen for others. So with that being said, I'm gonna make a beat video real quick. If y'all down to watch me make one, this is a part of the masterclass, by the way. I can literally break this up into parts. I could break up this whole thing into parts. And if y'all want to cop like this thing, I might as well just sell it. I might just sell this whole thing, You know what I'm saying? The whole masterclass, how to create concept, how to create sound beds, use what you got, and then just kind of go from there. Yeah, but... And as well, let me also say this too. Every industry, bro, every industry is solving somebody's problem. If it doesn't, it will slowly start disappearing. That's why fads never exist for so long. They don't. Fads really don't exist for maybe longer than a year or a half. That's why if something's viral, it's probably not going to stay viral for more than a year or some change, unless it keeps happening where that thing is actually a cultural standpoint. Is it cultural? Is it something that everybody needs? If yes, cool. If not, that is the planet. So peep what people need. See a need, feel a need, and be the answer to somebody's problem. You probably are right now. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got, bro. But let me go and record this beat video real quick. Yeah. Ching. I need to have. I'm trying to see where I can put the triangle. So. Ting. Yeah. I could put it on a downbeat though. The downbeat would just be easier. That's just kind of like my code too. So I have a signature that I throw a triangle on every downbeat, like every half downbeat. So triangle. Yeah, there we go. And I put a little reverb on it. The reason why this triangle even started in the beginning was simply because when I made the triangle sound, I was tired of using a crash cymbal. And I was tired of using like noise with like a lot of reverb on it. And so I thought about the second next best thing. And so a triangle quite literally sounds like a crash cymbal if you think about it. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's tough. I'm sorry. I gotta get that. Here we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm about to get the MIDI on this. Here we go. Try one more pass on top of it and I'll be good. This is fun. I'll show you what I'm doing. Watch this, watch this. Here we go. Here we go. This got all of that. I gotta fine tune some of these things though. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. I gotta get rid of this. Just little slight nudges, left or right, and I caught that too. Boom. And just like that, it goes straight off the camera. The camera, by the way, that I'm talking about, I have a simple little, what you call it? It's called a Insta360 Ace Pro 2. And the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 is like my favorite camera because it can shoot in log, which means the colors can be profiled and graded professionally. That means if someone has like a template online for coloring, you can apply that same thing. So this will probably be whole nother video. I'll be talking about like how to color grade videos and stuff. But yeah, I hope all of this made sense, guys. I appreciate everybody. Like, this has been fun tonight. This has been super fun. But any questions before I hop over here? This has been one fun night. Feedback Friday was great. Just to cook up and make something with Cobb, bro. Shout out to Cobb on the sample. This has been fun. Super, super fun. Yeah. But nonetheless, I'm gonna be live again on Monday. On Monday, I'm gonna be live here on the stream, cooking up, creating, making stuff. And this is just a random masterclass. I probably might be doing more of these, you know what I'm saying? We should do that. Maybe that just becomes a thing. Like, I should just do a masterclass like once a month or something. Like, whatever you guys wanna know, I'll tell you. I will share that with you. I will share that with you. I will share that with you. But yes, I love you guys so much. And sample flip challenge, by the way, you can only use 10 tracks. Your sources are YouTube and the only sample packs you got. So sample flip challenge due Monday. 10 tracks. You can only use 10 tracks. But yes, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Peace out, makers. Woo!
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Neelock, the Beat Ninja, checking in from Atlanta, Georgia, and you are now rocking with the sounds of the one and only Makers Club, brought to you by my homie Kaelin Ellis, right here on WMKRS FM, Makers Club Radio, live at 5. Let's get it.